He had one of those security peepholes in the door so he could tell who was knocking or who was delivering a security code panel so that Michael could push this to enter this area or anyone else who would have access to this area.
To millions, Neverland Ranch looked like a magical paradise filled with amusement rides, fantasy, and childhood wonder. But everything changed the day 70 heavily armed investigators forced their way through its famous iron gates, turning that dream into one of the most controversial scenes in Michael Jackson's life.
I'll be in the bedroom up here. This is his area right in here. So this is the way we have to go. And there's also, somebody said now he...
They weren't searching for fantasy. They were looking for secrets. Hidden behind a massive bedroom door stood a heavily secured two-story vault. What was the king of pop keeping hidden from the world? The November storm. It began before sunrise. A quiet morning settled over Neverland Ranch. Then, in an instant, everything changed. November 18th, 2003. The silence was broken by the sound of police sirens as nearly 70 investigators arrived at the Santa Barbara estate. Convoy after convoy passed through the famous iron gates. At the time, Michael Jackson was in Las Vegas. He had no idea what was unfolding back home. The privacy he had spent years protecting was about to face its biggest test. The operation was enormous. Helicopters hovered overhead while television cameras broadcast every moment live to millions of viewers. This wasn't an ordinary inspection. It was a large-scale search. Armed with search warrants, investigators from the district attorney's office, accompanied by other law enforcement personnel, entered the property with one goal: to search for evidence. As the gates slowly opened, Neverland Ranch was placed under official control.
Security headquarters and the attachments, okay? So it shows that.
Flashing lights filled the morning sky. Investigators covered the long driveway, television crews recorded every moment, and fans around the world watched in disbelief. The king of pop's private sanctuary had been entered. In a single morning, the peaceful image of Neverland Ranch changed forever. The estate's security could no longer keep the outside world away. Investigators moved through the property, searching room by room, opening doors, examining every space, and documenting everything they encountered. It was only the beginning, and no one yet knew what the search would uncover.
Now check out this secret image that came to the public. It claims that police officers entered an abandoned mansion after months of rumors and speculation, only to uncover something completely unexpected. The image shows officers moving through a dusty underground passage with flashlights in hand, their attention focused on a strange symbol painted on a concrete wall. Ahead of them appears to be a hidden doorway, leading some viewers to believe a major secret was about to be revealed. But the image of what looks like Michael Jackson led to various theories about the discovery. What do you think?
The 13,000-square-foot mansion. Investigators stepped onto the perfectly maintained grounds, their attention fixed on the main residence. Rising before them stood a breathtaking 13,000-square-foot Normandy-style mansion with white stone walls, towering Gothic details, and the appearance of something taken straight from a fairy tale. But once they crossed the front doors, an entirely different world unfolded. The mansion stretched into a vast maze of hallways and hidden rooms. Carrying empty evidence boxes, investigators moved deeper inside as one heavy door after another slowly opened. Every corridor revealed something unexpected. Giant statues of Superman, Batman, and other larger-than-life figures stood watching over the rooms. Nothing about the house felt ordinary. Around every corner appeared another remarkable space, a private movie theater complete with exclusive viewing boxes, an oversized infinity bathtub, and elegant ceiling-mounted waterfall faucets. The sheer scale of the property was astonishing as forensic teams divided into separate groups to begin examining every section of the mansion.
The secret rooms?
Secret room?
Yeah, behind a wall or something.
The mansion was simply too large for a single search team to handle. Investigators divided into smaller units, carefully mapping the property section by section. Every hallway, every room, every closet. They moved cautiously past expensive artwork while childhood keepsakes covered the walls. The atmosphere remained quiet, methodical, and intensely focused. Every space was photographed, documented, and searched. Built to provide Michael Jackson with privacy and seclusion, the mansion was now under complete investigation. Bright forensic lights replaced the warm glow of the home's interior, and one by one, its long-guarded mysteries began to unfold. The master suite entry. The search gradually moved toward the estate's most private area. Investigators climbed the staircase and approached the master suite, Michael Jackson's personal sanctuary. Very few people had ever entered this part of the house. Even trusted employees reportedly followed strict rules regarding access. A heavy bedroom door stood before the search team as silence filled the hallway. This room represented the line between the public image of Neverland and the private life hidden behind it. When investigators stepped inside, they found something different from the extravagant luxury many had expected. Rather than gold-covered decor or lavish displays, the room emphasized privacy, isolation, and careful design. Every detail appeared intentional. Forensic teams immediately began searching for hidden storage areas. Walls were measured, decorative woodwork inspected, and every corner examined with precision. The master suite quickly became one of the investigation's central points. Public attention focused heavily on what might be discovered there. Investigators searched for evidence, while Michael's legal team maintained that it was simply the private retreat of a world-famous entertainer. Either way, the search was about to go deeper than ever before. The locksmith's breach. The investigation soon reached an unexpected obstacle. Inside the master suite, detectives located a heavily secured storage area protected by advanced locking mechanisms. Conventional keys could not open it. Investigators called in a professional locksmith who arrived with specialized equipment to gain access. The sound of metal cutting echoed through the bedroom as detectives carefully watched the process unfold. Later, members of Michael Jackson's defense team criticized the search, arguing that the methods were unnecessarily aggressive and invaded his privacy. Authorities disagreed, maintaining that every step followed the search warrant and was necessary to preserve potential evidence. Finally, the locking mechanism released, and the reinforced door slowly opened. Beyond it was not an ordinary closet, but a highly secured storage space resembling a private vault. Whatever had been stored inside was now subject to official examination for the first time. The two-story hidden closet. As the door opened fully, investigators discovered an unusually designed storage system built directly into the structure of the home. Reports described a reinforced, multi-level closet extending upward through 2 stories within the master suite. While rumors had long claimed secret underground bunkers beneath Neverland, the reality proved different, but still remarkable. The storage area featured reinforced construction, upgraded locking systems, and additional security measures designed to protect sensitive belongings. Shelves stretched upward across multiple levels, accompanied by secure drawers and carefully organized compartments built for privacy. Detectives used flashlights to examine every section of the vault-like space. Inside, they documented financial paperwork, legal records, personal storage containers, and other belongings before photographing and cataloging the contents. Investigators searched for evidence connected to the case, while the defense closely monitored the process. Whatever public speculation had existed before, this hidden storage area was now part of the official investigation, documented in photographs, reports, and evidence logs as another chapter in the extraordinary story surrounding Neverland Ranch. The electronic seizure. Inside the secured storage area, forensic specialists shifted their attention to digital evidence. Personal computers, electronic devices, and data storage became the priority. Investigators recovered Michael Jackson's laptop from the secured area, carefully sealing it inside protective anti-static packaging before removing it from the property. The search quickly expanded. Hard drives, computer equipment, media storage devices, and boxes of personal documents were collected from the master suite and other parts of the mansion. Every item was photographed, labeled, and entered into official evidence records. Investigators believed the electronic devices might reveal important information, so the digital evidence became a major focus of the investigation. Computer specialists later examined the seized material, reviewing stored files, deleted data, and electronic records. Michael's legal team maintained that the searches would uncover nothing illegal. Meanwhile, television cameras captured boxes of electronics being carried past the gates of Neverland Ranch and loaded into waiting law enforcement vehicles, marking one of the most widely watched moments of the search. The master bedroom. After documenting the electronics, investigators turned their attention to the bedroom itself. Contrary to images that later became associated with Michael Jackson's final years, the 2003 search did not reveal a room resembling a medical treatment center. Instead, investigators found a luxury bedroom containing personal belongings and some prescription medications stored in drawers and beside the bed. Each medication was photographed and recorded as part of the official inventory. Reports noted prescription drugs, but the room itself did not resemble the medical environment later documented in 2009. Even so, media coverage quickly focused on these discoveries, adding another layer of speculation about Michael's private life and health. What investigators documented became part of the official record, while public debate continued far beyond the search itself. Oxygen tanks and for equipment. One important detail is often confused when discussing the investigations. The oxygen tanks, for stands, saline bags, and extensive medical equipment widely seen in photographs were not discovered during the 2003 Neverland search. Those images came years later, after Michael Jackson's death in June 2009, when investigators entered his rented Holmby Hills residence in Los Angeles. During the 2003 search of Neverland Ranch, investigators did not encounter a bedroom resembling a hospital room. Michael's representatives maintained that his medical treatments related to chronic health issues and severe insomnia. The highly publicized medical equipment belongs to the separate 2009 death investigation, reflecting the serious medical care surrounding the final months of his life, rather than the earlier search at Neverland. The truth about milk. Another common misconception involves the anesthetic propofol, which Michael Jackson reportedly referred to as his milk. Despite widespread online claims, propofol was not discovered or documented during the 2003 Neverland investigation. It played no role in that case. Its significance emerged only during the 2009 investigation into Michael's death. That was when propofol became a central focus of the legal proceedings involving Dr. Conrad Murray. Investigators in 2003 did not recover vials or syringes containing the drug from Neverland Ranch. The medication became associated exclusively with the tragic events surrounding Michael Jackson's final days in Los Angeles, not with the earlier search of the ranch. The hidden alarm system. Security at Neverland Ranch extended well beyond gates and surveillance cameras. According to testimony discussed during later legal proceedings, filmmaker Larry Nimmer described an internal alert system built into the estate that reportedly notified occupants whenever someone approached certain restricted areas. One of the most frequently discussed features was an alarm connected to the walkway leading toward the master suite. Reports suggested the system could detect approaching visitors before they reached the bedroom, providing advance notice inside the room. Former employees also described strict access rules governing the private quarters. Prosecutors argued the alarm system deserved closer scrutiny, while the defense maintained it represented reasonable security for one of the world's most recognizable celebrities. The system itself became another subject of debate, reflecting the extraordinary privacy measures surrounding Neverland Ranch. The arcade collection. The investigation eventually extended beyond the mansion into one of Neverland's most recognizable attractions, a sprawling 14,000-square-foot arcade. Bright neon lights illuminated hundreds of video games, vintage pinball machines, simulators, and amusement attractions. Towering statues of Superman, Batman, and other fictional characters stood throughout the building, while beautifully restored carousel horses completed the atmosphere. To Michael Jackson, supporters argued these attractions reflected the childhood experiences he believed fame had taken away from him after beginning his career at an early age. They viewed Neverland as an attempt to recreate joy, imagination, and the freedom he had missed growing up. Investigators, however, documented every room and every object as part of the official search. Public opinion remained sharply divided. Supporters saw a place dedicated to creativity and childhood wonder, while critics questioned aspects of the environment. Years later, many of the property's contents were prepared for public auction, allowing people to see the extraordinary scale of the collection that had made Neverland Ranch one of the most unusual private estates in the world. The maintenance buildings and garage. The search soon moved beyond the mansion itself. Detectives made their way toward the maintenance buildings and garage structures scattered across the outer sections of Neverland Ranch. From the outside, they looked like ordinary utility buildings, blending naturally into the property. But investigators held search warrants covering every structure on the estate. Television helicopters tracked police vehicles as they stopped outside the garages. Investigators opened the heavy doors expecting maintenance equipment, landscaping tools, and storage supplies. Instead, they uncovered something far more extraordinary, a collection of rare and customized vehicles worth millions of dollars. What appeared to be ordinary garages quickly revealed another hidden side of Michael Jackson's private world. Forensic teams entered with cameras, evidence logs, and search equipment, carefully documenting every vehicle while examining storage compartments and enclosed spaces. What they discovered was unlike a typical luxury garage. It resembled a private automotive museum filled with customized creations collected over decades. The Automotive Gallery. As the garage doors lifted, investigators found themselves facing one of the most unusual vehicle collections they had ever seen. Lined up inside were custom-painted cars, specialty vehicles, vintage automobiles, and one-of-a-kind creations. Among them was a custom Peter Pan fire truck, decorated with elaborate artwork, alongside a police-style motorcycle, antique horse-drawn carriages, replica vintage vehicles, and a beautifully preserved 1954 Cadillac. Every automobile appeared to have been carefully maintained in exceptional condition. To investigators, the collection reflected remarkable wealth and highly personal interests. Each vehicle seemed connected to a different memory, fantasy, or chapter of Michael Jackson's life. Some appeared to have been preserved more as collectibles than everyday transportation. As part of the search, investigators examined the interiors, storage compartments, glove boxes, and hidden spaces within the vehicles, documenting everything they found. The collection ultimately represented far more than transportation. It reflected a private world built around imagination, nostalgia, and extraordinary collecting. The videotape investigation. Another chapter in the story began years before the 2003 search. In 1995, U.S. Customs intercepted a videotape labeled Michael Jackson's Neverland Favorites. Because of the title, the tape was forwarded to the FBI's forensic audio and video specialists for detailed examination. Experts reviewed the recording frame by frame, searching for evidence of illegal or manipulated material. According to official FBI records, investigators ultimately concluded that the tape consisted of commercially available video content and did not contain illegal material. Although the examination ended without criminal findings related to the tape itself, the incident illustrated the level of federal scrutiny surrounding Michael Jackson during that period, with certain shipments and materials receiving additional attention. Forensic evidence search. As the investigation continued, specialized forensic teams expanded their search into guest accommodations, pool house areas, and additional rooms across Neverland Ranch. Using ultraviolet lights and forensic testing methods, investigators searched for biological evidence that might support or contradict statements made during the investigation. Every sample was collected under strict evidence procedures before being submitted for laboratory analysis. During the 2005 trial, prosecutors introduced photographs and forensic findings they argued supported portions of their case. Michael Jackson's defense responded that the property had hosted hundreds of guests over many years, including entertainers, employees, families, and children visiting through charitable events, and argued that the presence of biological material in shared areas could not, by itself, establish criminal conduct. They also challenged the interpretation of certain forensic testing methods, noting that some chemical reactions can occur for reasons unrelated to criminal activity. In the end, the investigation transformed Neverland Ranch from a place associated with fantasy into the center of one of the most closely watched legal cases in entertainment history. To some, it remained a symbol of imagination and generosity. To others, it represented unanswered questions. Decades later, Neverland continues to stand at the intersection of extraordinary fame, public controversy, and one of the most debated chapters in Michael Jackson's life.